Welcome back, everyone, to my LEGO Star Wars UCS Republic Gunship pros and cons review video. So yes, I know I'm a few days late. Hypothetically, it's about a week after release date. Took me a few nights to build this. Took a few days to open it up, a few days to build it, and yeah, let's get into it, guys. So starting off, guys, I guess with like the instructions in the box and extra pieces and all the other kind of little add-on things to the set. The instructions were definitely easy, no mistakes that I could catch. The booklet was a little bit thinner than I thought. I think there's still like 600 pages, but just when you compare it to like the ISD, which is only like 1,500 more pieces, with the whole like spiral, point of it. So a little smaller of a booklet than I was hoping, but I guess that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. There's a quick look at the extra pieces. Not all that many in there, only maybe about 25, 30 or so. There was this white box in there, which is always cool, kind of divided up. I believe it's like bags like 1 through 8 were in here, then the rest were in this box. Yeah, this box right here, nothing too special about it, just kind of the regular black UCS box. Pretty big fan of it. Definitely will look nice. Glad I got a pretty good condition box. Of course, the Imperial logo, I guess, for whatever that's worth. Yeah, so there's that. Sticker sheet, decent amount of them, not too hard to put on. None of them really, any tough spots or anything like that. All the bags, here's a good look at the bags right there. And all the bags over here. I believe there was like 37 of them total, 17 different numbers. But I think 37 bags total. So yeah, let's get back into the actual set. Very fun process to build. Just right off the bat, one big pro of it is there's not a lot of Technic in here, which I'm a big fan of. Compared to like the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer that I built on live stream a few months back, that took like 45 hours to build since it was all unnumbered bags. There's not a lot of Technic in here, so I feel like it's kind of the main structure and like a little bit in the wings. But a lot of this is bricks in place, which I definitely appreciate. For being a Lego set and being a lot of pieces and just kind of being an overall enjoyable experience. Not a whole lot of Technic, and the actual experience itself, honestly, I got to give it a 10 out of 10. There was really no points that made me, kind of frustrated or anything like that. I got to say probably the only thing that kind of was a little bit difficult to put in are these under little things right there. There's 4 of them, 2 dark red ones and 2 white ones. I think one of them went in really easy. The other 3 took a second to kind of position right. Other than that, nothing else was difficult about the set to build, honestly. It was pretty straightforward. The actual gunship itself, the stand, of course, the minifigures are fine to, build. Nothing too crazy there. And, yeah, so there's, I think, the first pro. Another pro, I'm a little biased, but I really do like the gunship. I really do. Of course, I'm a huge prequel guy, huge Clone Wars guy. I love this thing. That's why this was a day one purchase. You guys know me. I don't buy a lot of stuff day one. There's really no point. I find a lot of stuff on clearance all the time. Of course, something like this, $350, you're more than likely never going to be able to get it for any less than like 300 and maybe like 20 or so. Maybe potentially Walmart or Target eventually, only online, of course, will maybe have 10% off. I doubt it though. But of course, Lego store, lego.com is your best bet. You get some VIP points. And yeah, it's definitely a big purchase, I gotta say. It's definitely one of the bigger Star Wars sets. Like, it's definitely right there in the market of the other MBS sets and stuff. $350 is not a small price point. Do I think it's a tad overpriced? Sure. That's subjective. You can really say that about anything. I think a $300 mark for this would have been perfect. $250 would have been even better. And I think that for the $350, again, I'm not going to say this is undersized or oversized. It's UCS, so it's kind of like, where do you draw that line? But I do definitely got to say, I wish this was a little bit bigger, I think. I definitely think after seeing all the reviews and just kind of how people were hyping it up, I saw the little comparison of the UCS Millennium Falcon. I definitely thought it was going to be a hair bigger than it is, but it's not to say that it's small. Of course, as you guys can tell, there's a minifigure there. These are 8x8 round cockpit pieces. I mean, it's a huge set. Everything's upscaled right. Nothing's disproportionate. One thing, as I was building it, if you guys do remember watching some of my live streams, I was saying that as I was building it, some of the stuff did seem pretty disproportionate. Like, honestly, a lot of the set did seem pretty weird up until like the final bags. I really was kind of worried, throughout all the streams, but it all came together pretty nice at the end of the day. I think the front end, at the end of the day, I mean, maybe the front view is not the prettiest. Maybe they could have done a little bit something different. But I really think the only really like design flaw that I think there is in this entire set is the fact that the gunship, there's really no way to actually connect it to the stand. I don't really like how it's only one stationary position. I wish they could have maybe done something else where maybe a little bit of an angle. I do like how it's angled down, of course, but I kind of wish maybe there's a little something else there. But I really do think the one biggest thing that I kind of don't like about the whole thing is the shaping of these right here. Of course, the roundness on the back is fine, but just when I look at these, I just don't picture them being such like a trapezoid. You know, it's just like kind of like a parallelogram shape, like polygon shape or whatever. You know, just not really circular, you know, coned off as I kind of would hope. You know, I like the uses. Of course, it was cool to use those wedge pieces and stuff, but I definitely just think that's maybe like the one biggest turnoff of this entire set. From some angles, it looks better than other ones, but you know, that definitely I think is a little turnoff. The minifigures is a whole different story. At the end of the day, sure, I would love to have gotten you know, those two guys over there. Believe me, you know, Phase 2 Cody and Jedi Bob, sure. You know, anything else, even a clone pilot for that matter. You know, I would rather got a clone pilot and Mace Windu or anything like that. You know, the minifigures are definitely whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, sure, they're going to sit there. I might honestly replace them with those two. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sell those per se. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, I think for my money, I am very satisfied with this. I'm not going to lie. Like, you don't hear that a lot from me. Like for $350, that's a lot of money, and I'm genuinely satisfied with it. Like I love this thing. This thing is fucking awesome. It's beautiful. I recommend it. I really, you know, take it how you want. But of course, Lego kind of came out and said, all right, you know, if this sells well, we'll make more. So I don't want, you know, at the end of the day, like I don't want your opinion to be swayed by that. But you go out and buy one. You know, really, if you're on the fence, you know, and it's just you need that extra little push. But you want to see a turbo tank UCS or an ATT UCS, you know, 5 years. As much as I hate that Lego kind of said that, I really do. I would buy this genuinely if you're a fan of the prequels. Really, even if you're not. I mean, it's just a fucking beautiful ship. It really is. And again, you're going to enjoy the build. Truthfully, like there was not any point where I was mad about the build. You know, I like how it's all, you know, like I said, bricks and plates, very little Technic. The inside is definitely pretty cool in there. The doors are functional, very nice. You know, nothing too crazy with that. You know, these do move a little bit. You know, the ball turrets, the cockpit pieces do technically come off, but not, you know, necessarily minifigure scale. And yeah, I mean, I think that's basically everything. I honestly, like, there's not much cons to it, and there's really not much pros to it. I mean, it's just an upscale gunship, and it looks fucking awesome. Like, they did a good job. They really did. I got to give them props. I'm a huge fan of this. My plans is to at least buy another one to keep sealed. If not, maybe build another one. I kind of, like, at the end of the day, I kind of would want one Imperial box logo sealed and one Republic box logo sealed, and then at least this one built right here. So, the only con, I guess, is sure, it's fucking big. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but that's a personal problem. Since, again, this thing's been sitting over here for, you know, what, fucking 3 months now with bubble wrap on it. I haven't even looked at it once, and it's like, the gunship is going to have that problem. I have no clue where the hell to put it. I might honestly put it up there, but that's the same thing. It's just going to get fucking dusty. So it's like, I got to figure out somewhere to put it, you know, without it getting too dusty. So, yeah, that's basically all, guys. Truthfully, I recommend it. Go out and buy this. You know, find a little bit of a sale on it. Get it for your birthday. Get it for Christmas. Get it for a Halloween gift. You know, ask your girlfriend for it. Whatever the hell it is. You know, honestly, like, I really do recommend it. It's beautiful. I love it. Very few cons. Just those fucking little engine things up there. And the minifigures, I guess. Other than that, everything else is a pro, I think. So thank you, everyone, for watching. That's my quick review on it, my honest opinion, honest thoughts. I love doing these videos. I like just speaking truth. I like just kind of not censoring myself and just saying exactly what the fuck I want, you know, about the set. Just kind of give you my cold, hard facts and opinions about it. So, yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Bye, guys, and stay safe.